So King of the Ring happened last night, or I will say yesterday, in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Now, I did not get a chance to watch the pay-per-view show yesterday. I watched some of the matches, but some of them I did not really get a chance to watch. The only match I only just watched was just Cody Rhodes versus Logan Paul, which I will say we already know how the match was going to be anyway. It was a good match, a great match, I will say, but the match was good so far, I will say. I'm going to get into all the matches anyway. But, yeah, so I was not even planning on making I was planning on making this video yesterday, but I was supposed to be going home to visit family members, but apparently that did not happen. So, yeah, so I just got to finish watching King and Queens of the Ring. And I do got something to say about the Randy Orton and Gunther's match. I definitely got something to say about that ending because that is something I just did not like. But it was a good match overall. But anyways, I'm about to get straight into King and Queens of the Ring review. Okay, so this is the first match. This is during the pre-show, which I'm not gonna really much talk about. So Jade Cargill and Bianca was facing Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell from the Women's Tag Team Championships. Eventually, Bianca and Jade win. We already know they was gonna win anyway, so they was gonna win anyway. So yeah, I'm not gonna really talk too much about that. So this is the remain of the show. Liv Morgan versus Becky Lynch for the Women's World Championship. I will say about this match, honestly, it just did not lend me to a lot of hype going through this match. And I mean, the match was okay. Like, even though for the last couple weeks or so about Liv Morgan, you know, she's spending her time around with Judgment Day and doing this dumb revenge tour that she's been doing over the last few weeks. And what happened during the match, that Dominic got involved in the match. He came into the ring, distracted the referee. Well, he didn't come into the ring, but he grabs a chair, slides the chair to Becky, and he distracts the ref. Then Liv did the DT to Becky on the chair and moved the chair, getting the chair out the ring, and she hit her finisher, the Oblivious is the name of the finisher. And she pins Becky, and Liv Morgan is the new Women's World Champion. Now, I want to say something about Liv. You know, for the last few weeks, I honestly do not see Liv being a long-term champion. After what she did to Rhea Ripley, Rhea had to vacate the title due to a shoulder injury that happened months ago. And now, I'm pretty sure that Rhea is going to come back with some kind of revenge on Liv Morgan. Which, I don't even know why Liv Morgan is around Judgment Day for the last couple of weeks or so. So, I don't know if she's going to join Judgment Day because they've been doing something with Dominic and her as of lately. So, I don't know. But if she does, which I don't think she will, I feel like something's going to happen where Liv loses the championship and then pretending like Dominic is helping her helping Liv, and all of a sudden he turns on her, and they gonna go, and Dominic and Rhea, go back to doing what they was doing before that. So I don't know if that's gonna happen or not. Probably at SummerSlam or not, but kind of bit interested to see where that go, see where that leads up to. So the second match is Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable versus Bronson Reed for the Intercontinental Championship. So Sami Zayn, he's always with anytime, so like Sami, I will say he has been like a instant global around the world. Like everywhere he goes, like Saudi Arabia or anywhere, like he's always gonna get love there. He's always gonna get love there. They welcome him a second time with open arms as the Intercontinental Champion. And Chad Gable, I will say that I've been a little bit liking what they've been doing with Chad Gable when he turned heel. I'm assuming that the thing I want for Chad Gable is to just be a single star. I mean, he could be a part. I mean, he don't even need to be in a tag team with Otis. But there's like a story that I like they've been telling, that over the last few weeks that Chad Gable's been the coach of Alpha Academy of Otis, and he's been pushing Otis and mostly abusing Otis during on Raw, and just everything is just crazy. And even in this match, which I'll say this was actually a very great match. A very great match. And there's one thing in this match that Chad Gable picked up Sami, and he tells Otis to hit him. Tell him to hit him. But Otis did not want to do that. He did not want to hit Sami. But then he wanted to hit Sami, but Sami ducked, and he accidentally hit Chad Gable. And then Sami back in the ring, he hits the hula kick on Bronson Reed. He pins him, and Sami retains the Intercontinental Championship. Now, they show the part where Chad Gable was so disappointed at Otis that he did what he did. So I don't know what's gonna happen with those two, but I'm pretty sure it's not gonna end well. It definitely ain't gonna end well for Chad Gable dealing with Otis. I will say that, but overall, this match was definitely a great match overall. Now, Nia Jax versus Lara Valkyria for the Queen of the Ring tournament. Now, if y'all don't know much about Lara Valkyria, she is an NXT star, a former NXT star that just got called up from the main roster, and now she's on Raw. And Nia Jax and Lara Valkyria, I don't really know. I honestly do not know too much about her, but I will say that she actually did good in this match. I don't really know too much about her, but yeah. Nia definitely had a good match with her, and definitely this was definitely mostly the King of the Ring. The Queen of the Ring. And there was one spot that Nia was about to do the Samoa drop on the second rope, but Laura countered it, and she was about to do a sunset. Well, she was about to do a powerbomb, but Nia hit the Annihilator, and it looked so brutal that it literally crushed her ribs. It looked, when somebody ever do a move like that, it would definitely like crush your ribs. Like, I can't imagine it. I can't imagine that happened. That happened to me. But Nia did the Annihilator on Laura Valkyria and pins her, and Nia Jax is the 2024 Queen of the Ring. And Triple H got into the ring, gave her crown, and now she has an opportunity to go after a champion, to go after a championship. I'm assuming she will do this at SummerSlam, because Triple H has announced whoever was going to be King and Queen of the Ring, they're going to cash it in at SummerSlam. So, yeah, Nia Jax is the Queen of the Ring of 2024. Next match that was good. The Reign General Gunther versus Randy Orton for the King of the Ring tournament. Now, before the match even started, Randy comes out and everybody, the same thing that happened in France at Backlash, everybody just started singing his theme song. But when Randy was walking down the ring, I seen that his knee is banged up. His knee was definitely banged up, and he was not, and I mean not, like 100%. So, in the match, Gunther with just the chops. And it hurts, man. It's like, when somebody hits you that hard with a knife edge chop like Gunther does, like Gunther knife edge chop hurts so much that it turns red. Like, that's what he was mostly doing in this match. Just chopping Randy. And Randy, took the chop, and it kind of stings a little bit. It kind of, stings you when you hit it. So Gunther hit the chop, once or three times, and all of a sudden it hit Randy, and all of a sudden he fought in the set. It's the fourth time, I believe, and he hit the chop, and Randy falls off. And I think somewhere during the match, I believe, he hit the RKO once, but the injured back, because that plays in the story. So he hits the RKO on Gunther, and he's fairing. He's holding that surgical repair back that he got surgery on 2 years ago. And I was getting a little bit worried about this too, and I could tell that Randy was not 100% in this match, but throughout this match went over 20 minutes, over 21 minutes, and Randy kept going as much as he can. And yeah, man, Randy was getting all the chops in. Hits the RKO and all of that. And I thought the match was over right there. That Randy was going to be King of the Ring. But the match was good. The match was definitely really good. But hold on. But one match I'm not going to like after what I'm saying. There was one thing in this match that I honestly did not like, and that was mostly the ending. Yes, as soon as Randy pinned Gunther. Gunther did roll up, and you can see the picture where Randy's shoulder, his left shoulder, was not up. It was 3 inches off the mat, and the referee is counting like 1, 2, 3, and I'm like, what? Like, no, bro. Like, I know that the referee saw that, and they all of a sudden just ignored it. And I saw it, and I'm pretty sure y'all saw it, but Randy's his left shoulder was like up when Gunther did the roll up, and all of a sudden that Gunther wins. All of a sudden that Gunther wins. I could probably tell this was. I'm not going to say this was done on purpose. I'm pretty sure this was a botch. Because I think this part of the match of the ending was not supposed to happen. I'm pretty sure that ending was not supposed to happen the way it should have ended. But yeah, man. Overall, the match was great. Like I said, the match was really great. But the ending is something I'm not a big fan of right there. The way how the ref just ignores Randy on the shoulder was up like 3 inches, and then he just pins like 1, 2, 3. Like, I'm pretty sure they're going to be teasing another match of this. I don't know when, but I'm pretty sure they should be having another. This should be like a rematch, because the way how that ending went, it's just, that don't seem right. That don't seem right. And they most likely are going to tease to have another rematch, which I'm mostly thought about it. I figured, but at the same time, I don't know if they're going to do another rematch, since Randy on Raw and Gunther's on... No, Randy on SmackDown and Gunther's on Raw. So honestly, I don't know how that's going to play out, because WWE cannot break rules of the brand split, which somewhere down the line they are going to break the rules again. But everybody who got drafted to Raw or SmackDown are a lot. They cannot go to both brands. The only people who go to Raw and SmackDown are the women's tag team champions. Is that Bianca and Jade Cargill? But yeah, I don't know exactly how this is going to play out, but hopefully we found some answers. Find out some answers from Randy himself on SmackDown. So, the main event of the evening. The main event of the evening. Cody Rhodes versus Logan Paul for the WWE Championship. Not winner take all, but the WWE Championship, not the United States Champion. We already knew how this match was going to be great, which it was. You know, Logan Paul doing his thing. And I will say this about Logan Paul, even though I don't really like this dude, I honestly don't really like him for what he's done outside of WWE. I don't really like what he's done. I'm not going to respect him what he does outside WWE. But the one thing I am going to respect on, that he puts his best effort in these matches, the same way that Cody did yesterday in Saudi. He put on effort for Cody, Logan. And I did like the spot that he did a frog splash on the top rope through the announcer table. We probably saw that like once or twice already. I mean, nobody can do that, but it was a great move. And I don't know if y'all know, but and Logan Paul always gonna be cheating as he is because this bastard, this scam bastard, is gonna be cheating using brass knuckles. Which people should be knowing that he was gonna cheat when that one of Logan's crews gave him the brass knucks and Logan Paul punched Cody, knocked out Cody with it, and then all of a sudden, Cody hits the low blow. Well, Logan hits the low blow on Cody, and the referee is not paying attention. Don't pay attention. And Cody hit the crossroads on Logan, and Cody retains. And it is a good match overall and overdone. I already know how this match is going to be played out. That the match was going to be great and all, and Cody was going to retain, and Logan was going to lose. So, yeah, get away. Let's separate this. Let's get over this. But the one thing I will say about Cody is that I don't understand. See, WWE could have planned something when Cody beat Roman for the WWE title. They could have lined up a couple of superstars who was going to face Cody. And to be honest, they only have, and this is just me, I feel like we already know at WrestleMania, Cody was going to get his moment by finishing his story. And not only that, but you also have to do is, after that WrestleMania moment, win your first WWE Championship, you got to line up with other people and tell stories. And to be honest, there ain't a lot of people that Cody can face because, like, what is he going to be doing for the summer? Because, well, I don't know. I hope they're not putting him in some random match against anybody, and then all of a sudden they're losing. Like, they're trying to make Cody as like he means something, like he's the face of WWE. They're trying to make him be like that, but at the same time, though, I feel like he's there, but at the same time, he's not already there yet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Cody being the main face of WWE, he's already the main face of SmackDown. The only person the only main person who always going to be the main person of SmackDown, the face of WWE, is always going to be Roman Reigns. It's always going to be Roman Reigns that's going to be the face of SmackDown and the face of WWE for the last 3 years, holding the company on his back and telling great stories. And I wish I could do the same thing for Cody as well. But at the same time, though, they don't got nobody lined up to potentially have Cody fight anybody. And I was just thinking about, Andrade, being moved to Raw to SmackDown. I feel like he could stay on Raw during the draft, but all of a sudden they moved him from Raw to SmackDown. I mean, he just came back, earlier this year. And I was thinking, since Andrade on SmackDown now, like, they could have put him in this match against Cody because they had a match in AEW. I mean, they have a little bit of history right there. And they definitely could have put Andrade in this match if they wanted to. But I know they're slowing. I know they're not really using him right now. You know, like a repackaging and like trying to find himself, like what his character should actually look like. So I get why they're not really doing much with him, but still, what is Cody going to do until Roman and The Rock comes back? Because at this point, Cody going to have to do something. I mean, he can have another match with AJ and make a story, make a telling story about it. Make a storyline out of it. I don't know. I mean, he can't fight LA Knight. He can't fight Kevin Owens. Bobby Lashley is injured, so all three people I just named are baby faces. You need to find a heel to find Cody. That I don't know. I don't even know if there are even that much heels in WWE. On SmackDown is what I'm talking about. They're not. I don't think there's really that much heels on SmackDown that Cody could face. I don't think. Well, some of them are, but not the real like big names who could go up against Cody and potentially win, but not actually win, but put on a story and put on a match for everybody. It's like what I'm talking about right there. Yeah, so WWE going to have to figure out something to do with Cody. Because if Cody's going to be holding this championship and not do nothing with it, then at some point, I know I said Cody and Randy Orton should have a match, which I think it will be a great rivalry feud to have. I'm pretty sure it's going to happen at SummerSlam. The only difference is who's going to be a heel. Most likely Cody will be most likely a heel at that standpoint. And Cody and Randy can most likely be the babyface of that situation. So, honestly, I don't know exactly how they're going to do with Cody with his title reign. Because right now it's not really doing all that good to me. The way it's not doing all that good the way I'm looking at Cody. Is all I'm saying. But overall, this pay-per-view was definitely a good pay-per-view in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. And I will definitely get this pay-per-view show a 7. I will most likely get this a 7.5 out of 10. I will give it a 7.5 out of 10. I will give it, being a good pay-per-view show. So that is it for my King and Queens of the Ring pay-per-view review. King and Queen of the Ring review. Y'all let me know, what was your favorite match in Saudi Arabia, a King and Queen of the Ring that y'all enjoyed the most? Y'all let me know what your thoughts. Y'all let me know what your thoughts about the pay-per-view, and follow me on social medias down below. I'll be back with another video. Peace.
My moment to shine. This is my time of flight. I've been grinding forever just for this very night. I've been pushing for many moments like this. This time is undervalued and no one ever could.